hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I think we are live now. Others can join us later on. I don't really know what's happening. We're going to just get started right away. Sorry about that. Uh, Good morning, good afternoon, good good evening, depending where you are joining us from.
Thank
Wow,
you.
I'm so sorry about that. Network being what it is, it's not stable. But I believe you can hear me. Hope
Yeah.
you can hear me.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, all right, that's great. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are joining us from. Today is another blockbuster. Sharing is caring with global adult leaders. Today's episode is organized by 24 Digi Skills Pakistan team. My name is Lynn, a founder of 24 Digi Skills Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste, Dewo, Imela. So I believe that you are having a good day. Um, Sorry, we have some of the panelists today that are having some issues, technical glitches per se. Some that are yet to join us, maybe because of network, it has been kicking them off and on. But being what it is, we're already here, and we are not going to stop. We are going to continue to do what we have passion for. So, thank you so much for being here today. And if you are just joining us, please tell us where you are joining us from. And I really want to welcome the special panelists from Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, today is going to be great. And I welcome on board Dr. Mohammed Yassin, all the way from Pakistan. Thank you so much, sir, for being here today. And we also have in our midst uh, Professor Hussein Makdoum. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. And Professor Dr. Huma Shah, thank you. She's here right. She's not here right now, but the network that we are having some technical glitches. I really welcome all the speakers, or rather panelists that are here today, even those that are here to join us. Okay, welcome on the show. And before we proceed, we're going to go over to our social media platform to welcome those that have just joined us. Okay, let's go there. Okay, we're going to find out who is the first person that tune in from across our multiple social media platforms, and we are going to give the person a drum roll. Wow. 101 Mohammed from he joined us from our YouTube channel. Mohammed, thank you so much. You are the first person to to join uh, this live event. Thank you so much. We really want to. He said hello. Thank you so much, Mohammed, and I'm going to welcome everyone. Could you tell us where you are tuning in from? Okay, so we also have yeah, Flash Barman, all the way from Bangladesh. Thank you so much for being here. We also have Joseph. Thank you so much. You're one of us, you're part of us. Yeah. senior member of our family. Thank you so much. How is Philippines doing today? Also, we have um, Hafid Amis. Hafid, Assalamu alaikum. Where are you joining us? Please tell us where you are tuning in from so that I can address you and welcome you properly, okay? All right. So we also have other people here. So let's welcome them as well. We have someone, oh, Matt Nobre, Rio from Brazil. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way from Brazil. Wow. Thank you so much. Okay, we also have hello, someone said hello all the way from Kedvan. Yeah, I know you're from Georgia. Thank you so much for being here today. Okay. We also have um Ponam. Yeah, Ponam. Namaste, all the way from India. Thank you for tuning in. We have yeah, Joseph said Inga. Okay. All right. Inga Kashlava, Inga Shabdi. These are the all these ones are Georgian team. Thank you so much. Okay. I also would like to welcome, okay, welcome on board, Professor Dr. Humasha. Thank you. You're back. Welcome on board. Okay, let's continue welcome those that are just joining us across the multiple platform. Okay, we also who do we have here? Please tell us where you are joining us from. We have Monica Oswald. Thank you so much. I know you're Namaste, India. Namaste, Namaskar. Yeah, from India. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste, ma'am. Okay. We also have, oh, that's great. Thank you so much, Joseph, all the way from Philippines. Thank you so much. I think all we need to do right now is to share. Click on this live event to share to your multiple platforms, share to your friends so that they will join us as well. Thank you all for being here today. And before we proceed, we are going to, okay, we've already welcomed those that have just joined us. Please, could you share this? And I really want to ask you, if you're just joining us for the first time and you've not really following us on our social media platforms, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our Facebook pages. That would be a great honor for us. And thank you for your maximum support. We always been here weekly to share our heart out on various topics, webinars, not just only webinars. Sharing is caring is just a weekly event, and all the countries that are affiliated to 24 Digi Skills Nigeria, we are all here weekly on a weekly basis to share and learn with and from each other. So please try to join us on these weekly activities. Okay. We also have, let's welcome Professor Faisal Fayaz, from ambassador from Pakistan. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Okay, I think we're going to start right away. And today's episode of sharing is caring. You know, it doesn't make sense when you have gathered the whole knowledge in this wide world without sharing a quarter, without uh, giving back to the society. It doesn't make sense. It's when you share your nuggets of wisdom with one another, people will learn from it. Just like saying goes, experience is the best teachers. When you share your experiences, your achievements, your knowledge, your a lot of things. The newbies we have, wannabes, we have newbies, those that want to join this noble profession. As we share our knowledge, as we share our thoughts, you know, perspectives in different subject matters, they are going to learn from there, and it's going to inspire people and motivate them to continue in this noble profession. So please do not hide or keep back your knowledge. Okay, share it. When you share, that really shows that you love one another. It doesn't really matter where you're coming from, the religion, the race, and whatever. Doesn't matter. What really matter, we are having one goal, and that one goal is one mission. That's what we are here to learn with and from each other, regardless of our religion, regardless of our race. Some people are white and black. It doesn't matter. What really matter is, what can you do to make change? Are you a change agent? What are you doing to impact life positively? So that is what really matters. Okay, so today I will really want to welcome the panelists. Some that are still having some technical glitches, but we are going to start right away. And with this, without further ado, I declare this event open. So I'm going to call upon the speaker. First of all, let me welcome them back again. Professor Dr. Humasha. She's the organizer of this talk show today. And I would like to welcome Dr. Mohammad Yassin. Thank you so much. And Professor Faisal Fayaz, Ambassador 24 Digi Skills. Thank you. And Mokhudum, I don't know, he has been off and on, maybe a network. He's having technical glitches, but it is what it is. It can happen to anyone. And we don't even know when it's going to happen. So I think it's a global issue. Even the weather is affecting the strength of the network. So it's not going to stop us. Okay. What will happen is that we are going to start right away. Once I call upon you, please, you introduce yourself. You just have 2 minutes maximum to introduce yourself. Okay. For those that are here right now, let me start with uh, Professor Dr. Humasha. Please, the stage is all yours now. You will unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Okay. Thank you very much, dear Ruchi, and assalamu
We
alaikum and a
can
very
hear
good.
you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. So assalamu alaikum,
Sorry, we
and
can't hear you.
you can't
We are
hear
not
me?
hearing you.
Can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so a warm good morning, good
Okay, you
afternoon,
can
and
go ahead. Yeah.
okay, 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 thank you. Thank you. So finally, it's so embarrassing for me that today my
Yeah,
internet
go ahead.
is with me. Thank you. Well, this is Professor Dr.
Okay.
Humasha. I wholeheartedly welcome you all from Pakistan. I am an international
Yeah, go
mental health.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm going. Trainer and consultant, professor of psychology, and managing director of Global Trainer Academy. I wholeheartedly welcome you all on the platform of 21st Digi Skills, organized by my very own dear friend Uchi from Nigeria. And I encourage all of you to join this platform to share, because sharing is caring. Thank you so very much for being with us. Thank you.
to call upon Dr. Mohammed Yassin. Could you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself, okay?
Thank you. First of all, I'm thankful to share to care and Dr. Uchi and Dr. Homasha to give me a chance to speak on this talk show. I am Dr. Muhammad Yasin, Assistant Professor, Islamic Studies in National Textile University, Faisalabad, Pakistan. At the same time, I am head of academic outreach and also the convener of Quran and Well-being Society uh, in my university. Yes, I think it's enough from my side.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for being here today. We really welcome you. This is the first time that you're coming on 25 Digi Skills show. You're highly welcome, sir. We can't even wait for you to start inspiring and motivating us today. Thank you so much for being on the show. And permit me to call upon the next panelist. He's here, Ambassador Professor Professor Faisal Fayaz. Please, the stage is yours. Could you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself as well? Thank you, sir, for being here. Could you please unmute yourself?
Okay. I can't hear Mr. Faisal Fayaz.
Faisal, could you please unmute yourself? We can hear you.
Okay, I'm audible.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead. You're using a two device, that's why. Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, now I think I'm audible.
Could you please mute one device? You're using two devices. You have to mute one, okay? So that the echo will not be distorting your speech. Could you please mute one device? You're using
Yes, now it's one device is off and okay. I'm audible.
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly. Go ahead, sir.
I'm audible.
Yeah.
Yes, now.
Yes, you are.
Okay, my name is Faisal Fiaz and I'm ambassador of 21st Digi Skills. I have worked with Ma'am Uche, Lynn Abkala, lot of webinars and conferences as well. And I'm computer science professionals. And recently I visited USA International Science and Engineering Fair, where I represented to my country, Pakistan, and I was the mentor of virtual human health and safety integration system. And it's a wonderful experience to visit Atlanta And obviously, sharing and caring is the basically theme of this talk show. And we always basically, I and Mamuche basically, she invited me in a lot of conferences, and we talked about different knowledge-based things. Uh, if we see, if education become a common thing, it's become a tool for everyone, and it's become a basically, you can say it's a weapon, it's a future tool through which we can do anything. If we talk about the countries, advanced developed countries, underdeveloped countries, and basically average, or you can say most advanced developed countries, so the biggest difference is only this, that their system having a strong and basic research based education system. So in ISEF, I observe one thing clearly, that America and different multinational companies, they basically get the ideas of local peoples, as well as they basically stroll out the ideas of the whole world, of the young minds, and after that they innovate and invent different kinds of things while working of these basic ideas. Even this ISEF, it's basically largest pre-college science competition in the world, and it's always held in the United States. And it was started and founded in 1950 by Society Service. Now it's Service for Science, in which basically they always welcome to all other foreigner countries and their young students, so that they are able to present their research based or knowledge based experiences.
All
So
right.
same like the multinational companies and the advanced countries, they are strolling out the basic ideas, and after that they worked on that thing, and they mold that basic ideas into different, you can say, final products, you can say. But prototype they are getting from the young scientists and for other national as well. And it's become, you can say, the invention. So invention, if we basically add the commercialization and add the business idea in it, so it's become innovation. And nowadays we have seen that in the whole world, invention basically become popular, or inventor basically received a lot of fame. But the most common thing, if we say the technology base or the 21st digit skills, if we talk about, so all the things bridging gap between different civilization and different countries and different nations, it's the technology. Computer science was
Okay.
introduced after 1980. Before that, the computer science subjects was not introduced in any school, in any college, in any university. But American and European countries worked on it, and they basically want a computer machine which basically the basic idea or the purpose behind to develop the computer is only they want a machine which work or think like human brain. Reason, we in humans having volatile memory, we process everything, we do anything, and after that we forget. Reason, Allah Ta'ala, basically Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, basically God give us the short term abilities and capacities. We cannot run long, we cannot but mean eat, or without eating food we cannot survive in the earth 3 or 5 or 10 days. But it means that humans is a special, you can say, creature in the universe, who created by Allah by putting all the things of short term abilities and capacities. While on the other hand, if we see the this horse, chemical, and other species of the earth, if we see, they have different kinds of things. Their abilities, their capacities, their power, their strength, their weaknesses are totally different than humans. But when we talk
Okay.
about the human is the person who basically process and think and analyze, observe while thinking, while just looking, while speaking. They always ready to learn something. They are enhancing their potential. For example, if we just look at a small child, so that small child, it's belong from Afghanistan, but he basically took the birth in England. So due to the basically community, due to community where he basically, you can say that he saw the civilization, manners, etiquettes. So same like the Ahwani people will absorb the capabilities and the you can say English language, Ahwani language while looking to the father and observe while observing to the families, and in this way they basically automatically they learn how to speak and how to work. So same like human is the basically a super creature of this universe,
All
and
right.
we have all short-term
Hold on,
memories.
hold on, hold
So
on, hold on, please. Hold on, please. We are going to get back to you in a jiffy. So I think I'm going to start with. Thank you so much for that analysis. You just nailed it down for us. That's pretty awesome. But I'm going to call upon I'm going to start right off with Professor Dr. Huma Shah, all the way from Pakistan. She's a very unique fellow to fellow, very phenomenal and unique in her own way. So please, you are going to inspire and motivate us. So the mic and stage is all yours. Now that you've introduced yourself, could you please unmute yourself? Okay. So in your opinion, what will be the trends of learning in the future? Could you please share with us your own, opinion or way, what you think that the trends of the learning in future would be? The mic and stage is all yours now, ma'am. Hello, can you hear me? Could you please unmute yourself? Okay,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I'm facing some technical issue. I'm so sorry for that.
Okay, but I can hear you now. Go ahead, please. I believe you heard what I said, or should I?
Okay, could you please
I said,
repeat the question? I will be grateful to you,
okay,
please.
okay, no, no problem, ma'am. Uh, Prof, in your opinion, per se, what will you say as regards to the trends of learning in the future? Now that we are in the 21st century, what do you have to say about this? And what do you think that learning in the future would be? The mic and stage is all yours now.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Now
yeah,
I
yeah,
am I audible now completely? Should I
yeah, sure,
start?
perfectly. Yeah, please go
Uh,
ahead, Doc.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. First of all, I feel really apologetic for some sort of worst technical issue what I'm facing right now. Sorry for
It's
that.
okay.
So the very lovely question asks that what will be the trend of learning in future in your opinion? Well,
Yeah.
in my perspective, in future you will observe that the student will have a greater voice in their education. Instead of simply listening to the lecture to the teacher, education will be become more project based rather than to fill up the copies and the books and the notebooks. Their education will become more project based, and we are just in the step in which students are learning through it. So the high level of learning, technology, and thinking will be required, and you will observe in the upcoming centuries, in the upcoming trends of future, you will see that the media lounge of study books will be created. Rather than the student will go to the library and just find out the answers of the queries, or for some sort of Google, some sort of applications on the different platforms, very unique and different applications will be formed instead of Google. You will observe this in upcoming 20 to 25 years, that the many project-based development you will see, first of all. Secondly, the second part of the answer, I will go to the institutions, as we have so many well experienced, well educated, and the well citizens, senior citizens, professors and teachers, followers and listeners right now. So we should have to take a step regarding the future of education. How? Because we are the people who will build our nation and who will build our young youth and generation, especially the students of the institutes. So institutions basically should have to take the step inside the classroom rather than to creating or giving the grade system. We should go towards the another aspect of education. We have to go to the larger group and with the international collaboration. International collaboration is very much important right now to declare that the students criteria of studies has been completely changed. The students of today's century are not those students which we were the students like that. So the last part of your answer is about the trends you have asked. So you will see that the four basic trends should be at the top level in upcoming centuries. That is the contribution. Firstly, the contribution will play an essential role in the education. Then immersive learning, as I just give you the detail before, that the immersive learning should play a very, very keen, important interest in the future of education. Then the successful skills and the guidance of the project base. Rather than, again, I would like to say that there will be the transforming education you will see, and the trends will be transformed, completely transformed. The education system, the classroom system, other than rather than the seeing the projectors from the classroom and just fill up the projects and the write it down the notes into the diary. This sort of concept will be completely completely in my opinion, it will be completely overcasted and the new trend will be followed. And the most important part, the technology will be the perfect and the better tool to administer these sorts of trends in future. The contribution, immersive learning, success skills, and guidance. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much for this insightful inputs. Honestly, you've really nailed it. According to your opinion, what the trends of the learning in the future be. Just if I can get it correctly, one contribution, a massive learning. Yeah, massive learning is very very important, especially with there's some tools that actually enhanced those students with special needs. And through this immersive learning, I think the gap will be bridged. It's going to bridge the gap, honestly. And nearest future, there's a lot of there's another thing. Collaboration is very very important. Yeah, you mentioned that collaborating student, building students, when it comes to the digital citizen, is going to equip them, and the media literacy, because we are talking about technology. So the students themselves will be able to explore these soft skills and tech or edutech skills that will really help them to prepare them for the future ready jobs. Thank you so much for this all insightful uh insightful response. Thank you. I'm going to get back to you in a short while. So right now, I'm going to call upon the next panelist to have the stage now. So I think I'm going to start with Dr. Mohammed Yassin. Please, the stage is all yours now. Could you
Oh,
please
yes,
unmute
please.
yourself?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So I know you are a doctor. You've quite exposed, and when it comes to the teaching and learning process, and I really want to appreciate what you'll be doing in the field of education. So how can we make girl child education more accessible? Okay, and I would like you to respond to that. The mic and stage is all yours now, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Am I audible, please?
Yeah, you are. Go ahead. You
Okay. Thank
are.
you.
You are audible.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. As we know that girls' education has great importance than the education of men. It
Wow.
is a well saying that if we educate a male, it means we educate just a person, But if we educate a female, it means we educate the whole of the family. As we all know, that women play a very important role in educating their family, their children. The girls' education is very important, but unfortunately, in we can say in third world countries or the poor countries and the developing countries, the women have no, we can say, the chance of getting the education, and they have a very less number of education institutions. So the question is, how can we can say that find out the different ways that we can educate the young girls. First of all, we will have to overcome the poverty rate. As we know, because of the poverty, a number of parents do not send their daughters to institutions. They know that they are not able to pay their fee and other expenses, especially for relating to the education. And the number two is that uh, they consider, if they send their daughters to the education institutions where they have to spend about 6 to 8 hours, and this will affect their house activities and other, we can say that, house chores. So they feel hesitation for it. And furthermore, uh, and especially in third world countries, there are some unethical issues the parents have to face, especially sending their daughters alone in education institutions. If we are able to overcome all the things, that the government, if the government pay the expenditure of the education to all the students, and especially give scholarship to the females and the girls education, this will help the parents to send their daughters to the institutions. Furthermore, uh, there should be a number of schools, and I think there should be at least one girls school in every society, or in, we can say that, in every area, that would also enable the parents to send their daughters to the institutions. Furthermore, yes, the main thing is we have to educate, yes, we have to educate the parents, that if they bear for few years and send their daughters to get education, they will be able, that after the education the girls can easily maintain the different activities of their house. And I believe and I know that education is no doubt a great, we can say that, a business too. As we know that we spend just 5 to 6 lakh, 7 lakh, or 10 lakh for getting a child, just for passing his master level. But when she is able to get a job, just consider how much she can earn for her family. So I think if we just reduce the poverty rate, educate our families to send their daughter education, and open the girls education or separate education only for girls, we can easily overcome to this issue and can enhance the girls education. Yes, please.
Wow. Thank you so much, Professor, for these insightful thoughts. Honestly, you've just nailed it. But according to you, if I quote you correctly, you say when you train a female child, as if you're just training just one person, but when you train a girl child, you're training the entire family. But like that, I really want to add this to that, that when a girl child is educated, of course the whole nation is educated, because just a girl child, according to the nation, you know what nation is, they are going to want, once they grow up, they are going to multiply, as in when you train just one girl child, in turn it's going to replicate. And it's very, very vital that the campaign about training a girl child is very, very important. And we parents, teachers should educate our family members to allow mostly girls to go to school. There are some parts of the country in Africa that they doesn't like girls to go to school. It's uncalled for. Time has come when we rise up and break the bias. Yes, we're going to break the bias for gender equality. Let girls go to school, and government should intervene by providing a scholarship, yes, giving scholarship. I think that will enhance a girl's child to study. Even not only, especially with the special needs, girl child, they should be educated. They have equal life, right. That is equality. And let's break this gender bias. Let girls go to school. It's very, very important. Thank you so much for this insightful thoughts of yours. Honestly, girls child, they should go to school. I'm totally concur with what you've just said. But a campaign, it is left for you and I to do that. One person cannot do it. That's why this platform is to educate one another, to share the thoughts, insightful thoughts about a particular topic or subject matter. Our parents should know that their child is equal. They have this right. It's one of the fundamental human right for them to be educated. So please, we should continue doing that. And we're going to get back to you in a jiffy. I would like to call upon the next panelist, Professor Pfizer. Fires. Faisal Fire. Sorry, I don't know how I find it difficult. Ambassador Faisal, please, the stage is all yours now. Could you please unmute yourself?
Yes, I'm audible.
Um, thank you so much. I really want to commend your effort that you're putting in the education sector. And now, recently, your students won an award and represented a country of Pakistan, the United States of America. That really shows you're doing a commendable job. Congratulations once again. Before we are talking about the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, art has been added. Not just that art has been added to it. It was STEM, but STEAM, from STEM to STEAM, and now is STREAM. Art and reading has been added to it. Reading and robotics, art, reading and robotics has been added to it, making it a stream. So, in your own point of view or standpoint, I would really like to know what is your take when it comes to the STEM or STEAM or STEM, STEAM or stream. So, please, the stage is all yours now, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Ma'am Uche. So obviously, everyone knows that what is STEM nowadays: science, technology,
Yeah.
engineering, and mathematics. But first of all these four disciplines, collectively or jointly, they were embedded and in a same pace was used in as a skill in America in 2000. Practical implementation of this STEM was introduced in 2005 in USA again, in their education system as well. Reason, if we see the in the past, then what happened if there is a science person or a scientist, so that person who having only one skill. So if there is a mathematician, so he's having only mathematician skill. But when we survive in the earth or in this world, so there is a need of multidimensional personalities and multidimensional skills as well, so that these merging skills or technology, or you can say this philosophy STEM, was introduced in the world by US. So if we see a student basically learn or basically study different subjects from the childhood, and he studies mathematics, English, grammar, composition, their languages, general science, and the other things as well. And when he goes to school, college, or universities, he choose the subject according to their interest and according to the requirement of the market, of other things, or and their interest as well. STEM is basically, you can say it's a bridging all things. Mean in a one person, you have all four disciplines, basic skills of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So one person having four disciplines, knowledge, skills, and its practical skills as well, so that he could survive in the world, in the earth, in a better way. This is the era of multidimensional things. If we, as I have already told you, that before 1980, before the computer revolutions, the inventions become so much popular and famous in the world. But after 1980, the innovations become more popular than inventions. And it's only, this is only the technology. If we just see, anyone knows that who developed, who basically invented different kinds of medicines or formulas like something. But when we talk about that, who developed the microprocessor and who invented the microprocessor and who made the computer or something else, so there are different names. Here I want to put one a simple example that IBM Intelligent Business Machine is the company who introduced and basically invented the first command line based operating system in the world in 1977. But it's become not popular as compared to Microsoft Windows. So Microsoft Windows basically they just innovate the things, and at the back end command line CLI DOS operating system is working, and on the front end for the easiness of all the individuals of all the nations and for all the humans of the world, they put a new concept, a new innovative thing interface, which is graphical user interface. So it is again now micro. Everyone knows that who is Microsoft and who is Bill Gates as well. Reason Bill Gates is the innovator or who invented this thing, graphical user interface, due to which reason Microsoft became the richest company of the world. Nowadays, 91% population of the world they are using Microsoft Windows in different contexts as well. So science, technology, engineering, mathematics, it's a mixture of all four disciplines, meaning you are feeding the skills, practical implementation, knowledge, foundation of these four disciplines in a one individual so that he could compete in a better way, and he basically resolved, he become a 21st century digital, you can say, problem solver as well. So this is a future-oriented problem solver that we are creating through the STEM technologies or STEM, you can say, philosophy as well. So problem solving is a big thing. If you have the skill, if you have different multidimensional, so you can think with different contexts and with different domains as well. In this way, you can declare, you can announce, you can tell anyone a new innovative idea as well. You can introduce something better than others. So
Wow,
same like
thank you.
learn, design, and creativity. So learn, I want to put here, if someone teach me, if you teach me, maybe I could not remember it. If you involve me, then I will learn something. So now this
Yeah.
is the era of involvement, sharing, to caring, collaboration, integration, through which we can learn from others as well, and we are enhancing our potential as well. So in this way, this is again, it's just like you are serving the humanity. So,
Yeah.
in like the biggest blessing, biggest thing in the world is this: when you give something, when you help someone, then automatically the God will reward you, and in this way, your deeds percentage will become higher as well.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You've nearly, in fact, I don't even know, I'm sure of words because if I should leave you, will continue, or you continue going on and on and on because we have other panelists that are
Oh,
waiting. Thank you
choice.
so much for that insightful thoughts. Honestly, STEM, STEAM, stream is very, very wonderful now. It is the future oriented, problem solvers. If our students, young learners should possess these skills, it's very, very important. It's going to make them think out of box. It doesn't really matter. Before it was only STEM. When you possess these skills, it's just meant for only science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. No, it has other subject has been added to it, so no one should be left behind. Both reading or robotics, even arts has been added to it. So for them to explore these new skills, these skills is very, very vital because it will make them to think critically out of box. Okay, communication is there, and they will possess all the core values of 21st century skills. It's very, very important. It's going to make them equip them for the future. And we all know that without these critical thinking, skills, communication, creativity, there's a lot of them. Honestly, they are not going to make any headway. That's why we as teachers, we are trying to inculcate the basic skills onto our diverse learners. We are the change agent that is driving learners and making it accessible to all our diverse learners. Honestly, thank you so much for this wonderful thought. I'm going to call upon the next panelist. That is Professor Hosnai Mokdum. Please, could you enable your video and unmute yourself? Are you still there? Professor Hosnai, can you hear me? Could you please unmute yourself? Okay, I'm going to call up upon the next panelist. Ikla, he was here before. It's like he's having technical glitches. No problem. I'm going to call upon the Dr. Mohammed Yassin.
Yes,
uh,
please.
okay. Thank you so much. Please, honestly, I really want to hear from you because I'm in this platform to learn with and from each other. He who stops learning stops knowing. Nobody knows it all. That's why sharing is caring. It's been initiated for us to learn together and grow as well. So I would really like to know from you. Okay, Ikla is here. That one I'm going to get back to you. What are the different obstacles to girls education? Honestly, I really want to. This is a thought-provoking topic that we should continue to be doing campaign and almost every day, so that to create a massive awareness. In fact, it is a clarion call to all. Could you please share your thoughts on this? How or um what are the different obstacles to girls education? Please, the stage and mic is all yours now, sir.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Yes, as I have already discussed, that girls' education is very important for the country and the society. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, there are a number of obstacles that we are facing, especially we can say in third world countries, as in developing countries, there is the rate of the girls' education is better than the developing countries. There are a number of obstacles due to which the girls could not get the chance of getting the education. As we know that in our society, most of the parents, of course, yes, get their daughters marry in early age, and that is a very tender age, the age on which the girls should attend the schools, colleges, especially. But uh, I also had seen a number of, would say that the girls, they had been married in early age. If I share you a case in I think it was 1998. Uh, I was in a city. I think it's not better to share the name of the city. It's better. And I was teaching there, and just I went to a fifth class just for one day. That the teacher was absent on that day. One of the girls said, "Sir, do you know, in this class we have one mother and one daughter." I was surprised to listen that it is a fifth class, fifth grade class. And how is it possible that a daughter and a mother should be in the same class? A girl said that, "Sir, she is right." And she indicated towards a girl and said, "Sir, she is my second mother. My father has married to her." And it was really a shocking for me that she was in fifth class only. And when the parents get their daughters to marry in early age, how can they get the education? And the second one is that we know that many parents consider that the duty of the daughter is to maintain, to learn how to run her house. So they start teaching them in early age, and they are responsible for babysitting and at the same time to help their parents in their, we can say, that when they are sick, it, and they are also forced to help their brothers even if they are elder than them. So this type of behavior, and the you use the word biasness. Yes, this is the biasness between the gender. This also discourage the girls to go to institutions. Furthermore, some parents, I consider, they had committed some mistakes in their life, and they thought if they send their daughters to the education institutions, they might commit such type of mistakes. I think this type of, we can say that not have a faith on their children also led towards the obstacle of the girls' education. And the mainly, which I have already discussed, that other case is the poverty. They wish that daughters should do some work at home uh, to earn some money by sewing the clothes, etc. These are the things which are the main hurdles in the girls' education. Yes, please. Dr. Che, it's from
Ah,
my side.
uh,
Yeah, please.
yeah, it's from my side. Just a call just came in. Thank you so much for this wonderful and insightful a lot of obstacle for a child to go to school. Some religious, some other things, poverty, don't having enough money to send them to school, and poverty. That's why is one of the uh, one of the targets according to United Nations that all this will be put eradicated called 2030. There's a lot of target there, but girls' child is very, very important because some will be forced to early marriage and they will not even have, they don't even know their left from right because of poverty. They will be pushed to early marriage, which is wrong and is one of the causes of what does it call, the death. Is it maternal? Yeah, the rate is too high. So it's about the time that we should come up with a reasonable idea. In fact, campaigns, a clarion call for everyone to stand up to the girl's child, to have rights. They all have rights to equal and good education. Thank you so much, Prof. With this, I'm going to call upon Hussein. Hussein, you're back. Please unmute yourself. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. Sorry, we're having some technical glitches. Please, how do you observe bullying in 21st century? The stage and mic is all yours now. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, did you hear what I said?
No, ma'am. Please, sorry. Try it again.
Okay. Okay. We are talking about the apart from cyberbullying, of course, we also have a physical bullying. So we really want to know, how do you observe the bullying in the 21st century? This the stage and mic is all yours now.
The role of parents in 21 century for the his her children's.
Bullying. How do you observe? Oh, how do you observe bullying? Yes, in the 21st century.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm not understanding.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, what is the role of parents? Are they playing their true role in the century? Could you please, can you hear me now?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay, please go
the
ahead.
role, yeah, the role of
Of
parents
parents.
the role of parents in the centuries. Every parents want to give her his children's quality of education, and also the
Yeah.
quality of health, and care from the harassment and the other threats to his her parents. They try to give their the good education and good teacher, and always care for the his future.
Okay. Thank you so much for that wonderful input. Please, I'm going to get back to you in a short while. I'm going to call upon the Professor Huma. Hope you can hear me. Could you please share with us, what are the measurements of quality education? According to United Nations, is one of the targets that come 2030, that everyone, a student from primary school to the higher institution, there should be a free, or not just a free, but a quality and inclusive education for all and best practices. So what are the measurements of quality education? Do you think quality education generates from a good school or private school or with a good grade? Please, stage and mic is all yours now.
Okay, thank you very much, dear Uchi, for your wonderful question. And the answer is quite complex for this question, I will say, because quality education provide the outcomes needed for the individuals, for the societies, and for the communities as well. We have some sort of trend, especially I'm talking about Asia continent and Pakistan as well. We have some sort of mindset and trend that if your child and children are studying in a well-known convent schools and appearing with a very great best grades and appearing in the school at the highest level and securing the high grades, that's mean that your child is perfect and your child's future are completely bright, so no worry about it. But unfortunately, this is the real toxic of our society, that the parents should not go towards this side where they are going right now. If we call for a quality education, is a grand step, more than a grand step for ensuring that the all children have a quality education. And what are the quality education? The quality education is not to study on the bright high secured and English medium, and we have a selected mindset English medium schools and institutes and universities. No, to secure a plus grade or to 4 GB or 4.2 GB. No, to have a good resource students, colleagues, friends. No, completely no, a big no, because the quality education that focus on the complete child, it's not just focus only on the education, it will focus on the complete child, socially, emotionally, mentally, and of course physically. These all are the four aspects which will play a very important role in the quality of education. regardless of race, gender, caste, any status. Either you are poor, either you are so much rich, either you belong to a royal family, it really doesn't matter. But the quality education, it should be on the focus socially, emotionally, mentally, and physically, because it's just not for asking for any sort of determination or any purpose regarding your selected subjects, but it's about your life. If you don't have a skills, or you got the greatest and the highest rank, or the GP in your class or in your school or in your university, you won't be able to show your skills globally or in front of anyone if you don't have a skills. And how can you get the skills? From a better quality education, rather than purchasing the huge amount and several amounts, plenty amounts of expensive books, projects, and the tuitions. The skills will play a very much essential roles to build up a good child. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much for this a wonderful, very, very insightful, honestly. Quality, not just education, but quality and inclusive education that our students, our learners, our children do deserve. There should be equality at the same time. You really nail it. Thank you so much for this a wonderful input. Honestly, I didn't want to waste much time. I'm going to call upon uh, Fayaz. Could you please share with us? Could you share with us a few importance of STEM stream? Please, the stage and mic is all yours now.
Okay, thank you very much. So, importance of STEM is basically, you can say it's becoming up on basically, you can say it's the need of time.
Yeah.
So in every countries nowadays, they are following the approach of STEM. And if we see statistically that how many graduates are there in the specific countries, so China is the number one, and after that India, and then the other countries. Americans basically they are following the approach of STEM, but their STEM graduates numbers are very less. But again, America is the advanced 12 country so that he is rolling the ideas, and obviously his approach is totally capitalistic style. So they basically stroll out ideas of the underdeveloped countries' minds and the other things. So their companies basically gathered all the data, and after that, they basically work to implement and make the product in a practical way. So they basically, American society or American companies, they are working not on basically analysis and design. They are totally at this time working on implementation and deployment of something like to raise the economy of their funds or something like. If you just look at the underdeveloped countries or agriculture countries, they are still basically working and focusing on the production of their agriculture products. They basically provide the agriculture, fruits, vegetables, and the other things to the other peoples and to the other countries and advanced countries as well. But on the other hand, Japan, America, and European countries, they provide different kinds of machinery, technology to these nations. So due to STEM, basically their level has been up to us as well as up to other nations as well, American and European countries. Their level of thinking, their approach is totally basically high as compared to the other subcontinent and the other underdeveloped countries. Reason they have abundant resources, financial resources. If you have the idea, you did some research, so you can invest something, and in this way you can make a product. The biggest problem of underdeveloped countries is this: they have a lot of ideas, but the problem is this: they are unable to complete their product. And America and the advanced developed countries basically totally focus on this thing, that they are basically working to mold the things in innovative style through STEM for making the things more better and better in the world as well. So you can see if a product comes so with other feature, additional features, same like other products will introduce in the market. And the mobile phones, Apple phones, this is the big, very simple example of this thing, that day by day there are different models basically introduced in the world, and we people are using. Reason our requirement is also going up as well, and due to the basically when we due to the digital era, due to digital inventions, and while using specifically in pandemic time, the ratio to use the digital technologies become so much higher. Those people who do not like to work on computer, laptop, or mobile phones, now they are basically dependent on this thing to streamline their cycle of the life. So same like thing is there, that if we understand the importance of STEM, so through that we can invent and innovate something as well in our countries as well. So importance of STEM, no one can deny now at this time, in this digital era. Reason, whatever the product is this, it has been embedded or new additional feature is being introduced and added in such a way that the product becomes so much profitable and useful and fruitful for all the human mankind. So this is the
Wow.
main importance of STEM. If we just look at this thing uh, in India, and if we talk about the China, their economy becomes so much up. If we just look at last 20 years, if we compare the American economy with China and India, so we can see this thing, that due to STEM technology, or while understanding the importance of STEM, the economy of India and China is becoming so much higher, and their trend is going positive of their economy. In those countries who basically unable to basically compete and to follow the path of STEM, they could not basically invent or innovate, or due to this reason their agriculture product price is going downward day by day, while these are primary goods, and primary goods are the most important thing to live in this world. But reason is this, we have some different multi-sensory approach and simulation thinking process, so that nowadays each and everyone want a latest tool and machine as well. Each and everyone want that a latest mobile phone is the basically owned by that one. Reason, the latest processing speed, latest camera specifications, mic size, quality, processing of the mobile, these specifications become so much important nowadays. And it's only due to technology, 21st digit skills. If we understand these things, that we can compare, we can critically think that how we can improve ourselves. If a person having a latest mobile or tool or machine, and the other person is having a old fashioned mobile or the tool or things, so they even cannot produce a better outcome as well, as compared to the person who's having the latest tools, that one can produce, create, and basically do something better. So nowadays,
Okay.
this is the time of practical implementation. And this is, if we talk about the Bloom's taxonomy, the highest level of thinking is your creation. We have
Yeah.
different apps nowadays. We can, if we talk about before 1980, the invention or creation of anything is not basically a common thing. Or if you think to develop something, so maybe government and other organizations, they are not allowed. And again, there are some government or other laws as well which basically stop to do that thing. But nowadays, due to digital technologies, 21st digit skills, and due to STEM nowadays, everyone is welcome to share, communicate, interact integrate, and in this way they are able to refine the things in a better way. Everyone is important in this world. No one having
Yeah.
priority and the other things. So, due to this reason, any individual, any human having some qualities, but this digital skills and this STEM basically give us the power to any individual to basically to tell the opinion as well. So in this way,
Yeah.
this STEM and digital technologies and 21st digital skills is basically giving the confidence to the introvert people, introvert natures peoples as well, and they are able to doing something nowadays. Reason, if we talk in past, they are not able to express in a better way in the basically in any forum, and they are not a good public speaker as well. But nowadays we
Yeah.
are looking that everyone is doing, everyone is sharing, everyone is caring, everyone is making the gossip and commenting as well. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, these are all the things they are giving, and they are taking the gifts and the thumbs and likes in this way, and in this way they are basically getting some spirit to do something. So this is the main thing. Courage, encouragement is very important thing for any individual. So in this way the person is able to think positively and able to do something wonder in this world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Wow. I know if I leave you, you will continue. Because of time, I'm so sorry about that. I really will have to run this because we have other panelists that still have to go around. Thank you so much for this. Your very insightful. Thank you so much. I know if I just leave you, we continue. Before I, I get back to you, let's go over to the social media. Let's see the reactions from the comment section. If there's any question, if there is not, we can proceed. Thank you. Okay, let's check if there's any. Let's see the reactions, and if there's any question, then we. If there is not, we can continue. Okay, thank you so much. Those are just tuning in. You can ask your questions. I don't think there's any question here. Thank you so much, Adisa Barik from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, Joseph said he said a very insightful session. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Sefiu from Nigeria. Thank you for tuning in. Demi from Indonesia. Thank you. Um, okay. And okay. This person said, Adli from Egypt. He said, best wishes for all of my friends and colleagues to get all the success, health, and happiness. Thank you so much. I don't think there's any question here. Thank you. Dr. Nga for being here. Thank you, everyone. Professor Azra. There's no question here. I'm just sorry. I'm scrolling down to check if there's any question. Uh, there's so many comments here, but I'm just concentrating on the if there is any question. Because someone said, I think he was referring to what the Dr. Mohammed Yassin said. I think maybe the reasons or obstacle for get shy to get educated. And this person said, Isaiah Kiangwi, uh, he said that culture is an obstacle. I think it's one of the obstacle. If I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, what he meant there. Um, yeah, this person listening and watching from Bangladesh. Thank you so much. So nice, sir. Wow. Okay. And he's also said excellent session. Hmm, he like that. And we have this person, he says, great. Thank you. Great. Okay, we really want to react to these comments, reactions from the comment section. Okay. I don't think there's no question. I've not seen any question. Oh, someone say answer my question. Please, uh, I'm just trying to, there's a lot of comments. Could you please repeat? You can paste your question in the live in the chat box. I can't really find it. That's what I've been looking for since. Okay, if you can Med Hearts, could you please paste back the question there on the chat box so that we can answer your question, okay? Thank you so much. Very insightful session. I can't find your question. Okay. I think I've seen it. How can we achieve equality in education technologically? Wow. Okay, this is the question. How can we achieve equality in education technologically? Okay, we are going to respond to that. I think I'm going to call upon uh, uh, Faisal, Ambassador
Okay, I'm ready.
Faisal. Please, could you please respond to this?
How can we achieve equality in education technologically? So the question is
Yeah,
very good. But the problem
yeah.
is this, that when we talk about the technology, so it's a progressive, you can say progressive path, you can say progressive enhancement in the technology path as well. Day by day,
Okay.
the things, the products, and the technology is going to move to other end. For example, if we talk about 1995, the mobile phones were that we are using Nokia now. Nokia company is nowhere in the world. After 2000, touch phone mobiles become basically introduced in the world, and now it's become so much common that everyone is using nowadays. So in 2000, in 1980, the technology was not so good. But day by day, progressively, it's going to up and the other feature are being added. As I have told you already, that it's a progressive path and in which we basically day by day the things are being introduced, are being improved in such a way that the quality and the features are becoming up, but the size of the digital tools and technologies are going down. So the big computer become so much small that it's coming your watches as well nowadays. But on the other hand, if we talk about the laptop and the other things, they have some technologically features which may vary from other laptop as well. So equally, education in technology, it's not possible. It's a progressive learning where you always learn something. For example, I want to give one example here. In 2005 or in 2006, Orkut community was introduced first time, in which it's online where just like you can comment and you can make networks of your friends, just like that we are doing social networking on the Facebook. But Facebook, it's basically having all the enhanced feature in which you can add pictures, text, videos, and all things you can do on the Facebook as well. And day by day, their feature are being introduced and they basically going to up as well. Same like Instagram was introduced after 2009, I think. So Instagram features are totally basically up as compared to Facebook and Twitter as well. So technology and the as compared to hardware wise and software wise, they are basically progressively becoming up day by day as well. Reason is this: this is the
Okay.
era of artificial intelligence, where the things are being designed in such a way that whatever you have the problem, you can just discuss and tell, and according to that, your requirement will be your required product will be designed and it will be introduced in the world as well. But on the other hand, before technology revolution, it was not possible. That the revolution was green revolution, you can say industrial revolution and the other things. But this one is technology, 21st digital revolution. So there is a need to understand this thing that in education it's a progressive thing, progressive learning, where everyone is basically adding more experience, more knowledge, more skills, more multisensory stimulation will be added in the personality, so that the person becomes so much good and become basically, you can say, a competitive person in the 21st world as well. As I have already told you, that STEM is the way to create the 21st digi skills problem solvers as well. So there is a need to understand that science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, its importance, its knowledge, its skill is very important. Even artistic stream, art also has been added in it. So remember this
Okay,
thing:
thank you.
skills
Yeah.
and knowledge is
I think
something else.
that's enough.
All
That's
these things.
I think that's enough, please. That's enough, please. I believe that you've already answered his question. We have a lot of questions here. Please, just 1 or 2 minutes is okay. Let's respond to their
Okay.
question. Okay, there's another one here. This person, Mrs. Masum Ali. How can we put skills in children for their future? I think how we can inculcate skills.
So very simple answer is this: that while using digital tools, technologies, they can learn something. And obviously, they are the digital tools and technologies are basically designed in such a way that while using the humans and the child automatically learn. So there is only need, as I have already told and explained this thing, that humans basically while observing, and nature is the best teacher as well. And if we read something, if we use any product, that how it is working, there is a need of guidelines. Then automatically, step by step, we can progressively increase the skill of our children as well. Obviously there are
Yeah.
different levels of education, so according to their levels, according to their age levels, different skills level are available. So while using that thing, we can inculcate these skills in our futures children's as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for responding to our viewers' questions. And there's other comments that we would like to quickly uh, go through them, and it is very very important. Yeah, AK from Bangladesh. He says technology is is well, but network is great problem. Yes, technology is good. I think I totally concur with what AK just said here. It's good because if you don't have the resources, it's very very important. How could you be able to connect to network? There's some tools that is network dependent, but when the strength of your network is very poor, how will you be able to achieve the learning outcome? So it is a global issues. I don't know how we are going to address that. If anybody is having want to say something
Okay.
about this, but for
Also,
me,
it's all but network.
honestly it's a global issue. Okay, and I have to move from one browser to another, trying to get one that will contain my network. Okay, even this one I'm using is I'm just using it as this is a better off than previous one. I just discovered I've been working yesterday, my network was good. I now discovered that yeah, if I should continue using this with this browser, it really works well with this platform, streaming platform. So that's why I've not been going off and on, not like previous days. I just discovered this. But most important is just to pay attention, explore new skills. Maybe you can get one that will suit to your strength of network. There are some people that have the network stability is very, very 100% plus. Okay. So it's a global issue. So technology is well, yeah, it's very, very good
May I
because we are
say
living in
something?
a connected and
May I
globalized
say something,
world.
ma'am?
Okay, okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, so network is basically collection of network.
Okay, Uh,
Yes.
go
Like,
ahead. I thought somebody
Okay.
wanted to say
Network
something.
is basically a collection of. Yeah, I'm.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm audible.
Yeah, we can hear you. Uh, but
Okay, technology is a collection of network.
oh,
May I proceed?
yeah, go ahead. It's like you're
Okay.
freezing up.
So let me talk about the internet. Internet is basically international network. So firstly, geographically, we have some digital division as well. The most advanced developed countries and underdeveloped countries, they basically having some problems, lack of technology and resources as well. So when you are in advanced world countries, their speed, technology, their products and technological hardware are so much advanced and good as well, due to which reason they have less problems in the network as well. When we talk about the
Okay,
underdeveloped countries and the other things, other places, other territories, so obviously they have basically lack of resources, old network devices, their bandwidth and their internet speed is not so much good and reliable as well. So these are some of the problems, but again the solution is only this: to overcome of these problems there is a need to make it advanced hardware and advanced software as well. Then automatically these problems become automatically over. And you can see this thing if, as I in my earlier discussion I have told you, if you have the latest mobile, so at this time your latest mobile or device will work properly according to at this time the requirement and covering the requirement of this time as well. But if we have the 20-year-old mobile, so that mobile is not basically appropriate for this time. Reason, at this time technology has become so much up, the old devices there is no need and they have become obsolete nowadays as well. Thank you very much,
okay,
guys.
thank you. Okay, thank you so much for responding to this wonderful question. Okay, your input, okay, your thoughts on this technology, honestly, in advanced country. What have been, here in this my 24 digit skills platform, people all over the world, all the continents have been here. So I've this one thing that I've discovered is that it wasn't only then, because now my network is a bit stable. I change system with other resources. I'm trying to explore new things, not only here in Africa or Nigeria, even in the developed countries. Some they do have technical glitches. So though sometimes weather condition could be a problem. It will affect the speed of the network and even the strength of the network. So thank you so much for that. And there's another reaction here. We really want to talk on that. Government should invest in education. Yes, I totally agree with what Medhat from Egypt said. Because education is the key passport to the future. That is why it's one of the United Nations global agenda, come 2030, that there should be a inclusive and quality or equitable education for all. So if government should invest more in education, I think that gap will be bridged. I don't know if anybody have anything to say as regards to this before we proceed. Does anybody have anything to say, or should we proceed? Okay. This person said, excellent question. Um, Oh, technology, but some not able to purchase. I think that if I get her correctly, some of the technological tools and resources is not easy to come by, because here in Africa, in Nigeria specifically, if let me just let me not just generalize. There are some people that have access to network. Having access to network is different from not even having the resources or devices to get connected to the internet. Why some that have that, but internet speed is very poor, is not stable. So why the some that cannot even afford to purchase the devices that are very expensive. That is another obstacle that we are going to look at. Maybe some other time we're going to talk about that. Some not able to purchase. I think it's because of the technology, the devices, the tools that we enhance when it comes to the teaching and the learning process. Thank you so much for that wonderful input. I think it is right. Someone said that. Yeah. Okay. I think that's how we are going to stop from the reactions from this comment section. We can stop taking that and get back to the remaining phase of the uh, our talk show. It has to be interactive. I'm so sorry about that. We're supposed to, people are reacting differently, so we're supposed to respond to that. Okay. So I'm going to call upon, we're going to start again to get back with the business of the day. So I will call upon, I think Makdum is here. He's saying, can you hear me? Could you please unmute yourself? Okay, he's back. All right, that's
Thank you.
great. All right. Thank you for being here. Sorry, that's what the issue we are talking about. Having technical glitches will be off and on. I don't know if it's poor network or I don't really know. So welcome back. Great to have you.
Thank
Could
you.
you please introduce yourself before we proceed? This is the first time we are seeing your face now. Just 1 minute to introduce yourself before we proceed. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Introduce yourself. You're just joining us. Introduce yourself before we proceed.
Okay, thank you very much. This is Husnan Makhdoom, professor of English, working in Pakistan, having many awards and certificates nationally and internationally. I have been with many universities and organizations as a leaving and entering. By the way, thank you very much. I was listening now and then. All of you are giving a lot of knowledge and sharing. I'm thankful to all of you, Dr. Huma and Dr. Uchi. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. You're part of us, just more or less like we are family. So let's talk about this. How do you observe bullying in the 21st century? Could you please respond to this? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
audible, all of you. Thank you. So where the trends of the in 21st century have been changed, their bullying has also been changed. So I would define bullying is a repeated aggressive behavior where one person or a group of people in a position of power deliberately intimidates and abuses an individual with the intention to hurt that person physically or emotionally. So there are four
Oh, hello.
So I think he lost his connection.
Oh, he's that's what we are talking about now. Ah, the strength
Alright.
of his network. He has been off and on. I believe we are going to get back to him. I think what
Yeah.
he's trying to explain to us what a bullying is all about.
Mm.
Honestly, we have different types of bullying, having intention of hurting someone physically, emotionally, even there's cyber bullying and a lot of that. Okay, let me hang in there. Uh, I believe
Yes.
once he gets back, we're going to continue from there. I'm so sorry about that. You see what we are talking about? It is a global issue. I'm so happy. You know why I've been smiling? For over 1 month, I've been battling with this. I've been off and on. Professor Huma, if you could remember 2 weeks ago when you joined us, or is it that was 2 weeks ago? I wasn't even able to do anything. So, and today, since yesterday, I've been smiling because I've gotten a remedy to my network. So I've tried another, I've been exploring new resources, and I've gotten the one that suits my weather, the weather, and the strength of my network. So that's why I've been able for you to be able to hear my voice today. I'm so happy. So okay, he's back. Okay, he's back. Okay, you're back. Sorry, you were freezing. You were freezing. The network is. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, Hussein, can you hear us? Oh,
No.
no problem.
I
Okay.
रिक्वेस्ट प्रोफेसर हसनैन कि आप लॉग आउट करके फिर दोबारा साइन इन करें, दोबारा आए ज्वाइन करें हमें प्लीज.
Okay. I think that is going to be the remedy. So I'm going to call upon Professor Huma.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Uh, how can you see the children of this century in their education? Are they more technical or creative? But mind you, I know that creativity is one of the 21st century skills. So, in your thoughts, do you think that they are more creative in the in the teaching and learning process, or are they more technical, or both? So let's hear your thoughts on this. The stage and mic is all yours now.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. And this is some sort of very interesting question asked from you. And either the children could be creative or technical. But before this, I would like to say, and I will cover the answer with the skills as well, what some of the listener has also shared that question about the skills of the education and children's. So I would say that the parents should not focus on the education too much. This is my perspective, and I am spreading my perspective internationally, nationally as well. I'm not saying this that don't focus on the education and let the students and let your children go wherever they want to go. No, it's not like that. But I think that don't focus on the education too much. Just try to focus on the skills of education. When we are talking about
Yeah.
the creativity or the technicality, so there are so many platforms. There are several of platforms who are working on the creativity of the children's with the collaboration of technically proven, some sort of mindset. And you can also take the examples from the 21st digi skills who has already been organized and going on, I think, on 5th June on Environment Day. And there will be Vajrana and the Uchi who has already been organized for obviously for the children's, which will be prove over there their creativity and with the technical variety. So not only this, we have national platforms also and international platforms also. So this is the duty of the parents. Now it's the responsibility of the parents to engage their children in those organizations and platforms so that the children can perform creativity with technical variety. Now come towards the skills, that how can the children get the skills to prove themselves creative as well as technical. So don't overload yourself with the of your children to get too much education on the selected and specific subjects. That if you want to go to the doctor, you must be a good sign in you must take good marks in science to be a doctor. You have to go with the best statistics if you want to be a engineer or any technical. No, just go steps by steps. Firstly, go soft skills. I'm giving you the answer related to all the mothers and father and parents who have their children set of any age group. Either they are from very toddlers, either they are very adults. Just go first towards the soft skills. What are soft skills? Soft skills will build up the leadership creativity into your children because they will get the confidence because of that soft skills. Then move towards the middle skills. What the middle skill will provide to your children? They will provide the influence and the problem solving solutions as well. You know why? Because after completed their soft skills stage, the children will be able to ask you the question. When they started ask you the question, it's mean that your children are at the position to show their skills at the middle stage. That will be your age like 14 to 18 to 19. That's probably the best thing. Now that comes towards the last stage. That is a hard skills with relevant to the profession. And if your children are able to discover, to create with the technical variety, the soft skills and the middle skills, then your children will be able to show their skills at globally, their skills globally with hard skills, because they will be able to select their profession, to show their skills with the good communication, with the immersive learning, and of course with the collaboration of international organizations. So this is some sort of answer, as well as the motivation and encouragement to all the listeners to try to motivate your children to not only engage in the education on the selected subjects, just try to give your children the best of your best with the potential and the realistic skills development, because skills development is only the key to be creative with the technical skills and with the technical variety. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Professor Shah, for this wonderful insight. Honestly, I really love that. We should not dwell so much in education. Some things has changed now. We're in the 21st century. Do you know what? See, let me just say this. Next week, on 12th, being Sunday next week, and this come up the 24 digit skills Bosnian team. They come up with this topic that some people are valuing grades more than learning. But you are saying that we should not dwell much on education. The technicalities, they're all interwoven with each other, but not much. What they need now is soft skills. And what are these soft skills? And this will enable them to forge ahead in the future, because we are living in a connected and globalized world. Without these soft skills being inculcated in our diverse learners, they're not going to make any headway. The leadership skills, entrepreneurship skills, global citizen, for them to possess, creativity, collaborations, media literacy, and immersive learning as well. Skills development, all these things is very, very essential to live in a connected and globalized world of ours. Thank you so much for this insightful response on when it comes to but see that like Google, they're doing something. Like, it's not all the years that you spent in the university that matters. At the end of the day, you're getting a good grade. Getting good grade is not important now. That's not what we should be, or students should be dwelling on. What are the skills that they really possessed? What would they be able to identify real world problems and provide solutions to them? What skills can they do? Not just on paper. We don't need paper anymore. What are the skills that the students will use to become critical thinkers, problem solvers, and so on and so forth? That's about it. That is why we have to relate it to technicality has to come in. So this soft skills is very, very vital, and it's not all about getting good grades. Getting good grades without skills is useless. It's not no for me. So that is why we are here to inculcate the basic skills onto our diverse learners. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this insightful input. Okay, let's be stay there. I think let's hear what our viewers are their reactions. Okay. Um Awesome presentation. Thank you. Also by AK, awesome presentation. Thank you so much. We really acknowledge we welcome our Global Secretary, Arab World, Jezia. Thank you. There's so many people that are commenting in Arabic. Sorry, I can't hear. I can't. Me, I will not understand. Okay, maybe you people will understand what they say. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the president and project director, Arab World, Professor Riahi, sharing is caring, of course. Yes, thanks for all the speakers today. They are doing amazing, and the response is so awesome. Um, yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, Professor Azra from Iran. Thank you so much. Amazing sharing and caring. Thanks. Yeah, thank you. Thank you too for being here. Thank you for your support. Without you all, there would be no me, there would be no us, there would be no 24 Digi skills, there would be no this platform that we are sharing and that we are growing, learning together. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't think there is no question. Oh, there is one. Good. All right. Okay, let's see this. Thanks, Dr. Huma. Do you think we should solve the problems that a child faces socially? Okay. Uh, I think healthy and psychologically before developing their skills. This question is directly thrown to our professor. You are a psychologist. Could you please respond to this?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Thank you so much for the beautiful answer. And Midhat Qasim is one of our bested friends in virtual platform. So I would like to answer him as I already discussed, I think in question number 2 or 1, I don't remember, when I was discussing about the quality education, that the quality
Yeah.
education focus on the whole child, as I described earlier, that we should encourage the students to build up the quality education with the collaboration of institutes, schools, and universities. Obviously, these institutes basically will play an essential role to develop a quality education, because the child, it's not only about the education, it will build up a child for a whole life. So we should go towards socially, emotionally, I'm repeating my words, that mentally and physically. So this is a very much important, and I agree with his statement that obviously before developing the skills, what I have discussed, the quality of education and the mental health is very much important for the student. If their mental health is not good, so they won't be able to catch any sort of skills or any sort of quality
Yeah.
education. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the quality education for this.
Thank you so much for that response. That is insightful response. I've already said that without a health mental being, not just student, for everyone. If our mental health is rubbish, because when we garbage in, you garbage out. When if our mental health is not in a good order, of course the output will be, nothing will be coming out. So the output will be rubbish as well. That is giggle, garbage in, garbage out. So our mental being, mental health is very, very important. We should, as sometimes, take good care of ourselves, of ourselves as a teacher, educator, whatever our profession is. Take care of ourselves for before our learners, and then, of course, mental health. The state of our mental health really matters. That is why, if it's not been unchecked, that some students, some of our learners, you see, they will be depressed. Okay, and some will commit suicide. As a teachers, we're supposed to know, even parents, to monitor our children, our students, to know when they are emotionally down, to motivate and inspire them, so that they will not be emotionally depressed and some sort, because that's really uh that's, honestly, since most of people that commit suicide, they were depressed before this sets in. So, but okay, there's a question from our professor here. It depends. Okay, let's see. It depends. Okay, did you see that the world has changed so much? A lot of negative influence. Yeah, I totally concur with that. I think the young today need assistance in strengthening their social skills and mental health risks. Yeah, thank you so much, Professor, from all the way from Malaysia. Wow, thank you so much, sir, for being here today. Thank you for that contribution. Okay, uh, you motivate and yes, motivate and inspire. You see, that's why we're here. We are motivating and inspiring each other. Okay, awesome session. Okay, thank you. I think we are going to stop for now and proceed. Thank you so much, Professor. Your professor, your psychologist. That's why I really call your attention to this, and you just nailed it. I'm very very grateful that you're here today. So we are going to proceed. I'm going to call upon Doctor. Doctor, could you please unmute yourself, enable your video? Dr. Mohammed, are you still there? Okay. All right.
Yes, I'm there.
Wow, it has been amazing. This just is an interactive. This is how it should be. So I would really want to know, especially you focus on the girls' child. It's very, very important. I love this campaign. I think our next webinar is going to be on this girls' child education. It's very, very important. Creating awareness uh is is to create more awareness for people to know that girls child deserves a good, equitable and qualitative inclusive education. So what are the lifelong effects of lack of girls education? The mic and stage is all yours now, sir.
Thank you.
Doctor.
Yes, thank you. Uh, as we know that the girls who haven't get education, just a minute, please. Just a minute. Just a minute, please. Just a minute, please. Uh, my grandson just come in the room and he was weeping.
Okay. Okay, no problem. I'm going to get back to you. Just have your time. It's okay.
That if our girls do not have education, they will have a lot of effect. We can say that that will continue till their life. And which type of the we can say long life effect of not getting education, among them is the greatest one is the poor health, as she is not able to understand the hygienes of health and her parental duties or responsibilities. And as we have seen that in case of any health issues, a number of female who haven't education, they prefer to go fake religious people rather than to consult a doctor, which affect to their health and also to their children. And at the same time, we can say when they will not have a proper type of medication and do not have a hygienic food, this will shorten their lifespan too. Furthermore, they will not be able to speak about their rights. They cannot, they will have a lack of voice about it, and they can easily be emotionally blackmailed by their brother and their parents in case of inheritance, as we have seen in different areas, that just the daughters are asked to leave their inheritance in favor of their brothers, and they are doing this one. And just few days back, I was in my class in university. One of a boy asked me a question, sir, if a brother is poor, then why should not he take the inheritance or share of his sister? And I replied that he doesn't have two hands to work. He was not agreed on me, as we have seen in the society that the daughters are deprived from their due rights of inheritance because of the lack of education. And then we also have seen a number of unemployment rate. Of course, when the women are not able to get education, how can they get any job? And when they are not able to have any job, how can they help their family members or their husband to maintain their, we can say, expenditure? And then their husbands have to work a lot, which affect the health of the husband as well. And then, yes, as we know, that uneducated women are also exploited more than the male, and gender inequality is also seen in such cases. So I think when the women have no education, they will be exploited, not only from their family but also out of the family. So I think women education is very important, and it is important than men. As I many times shared in my class, that male can do any labor work, can do anything, but how a woman can do such type of things if unfortunately her marriage failed or she became widowed, and if she has no education, she will become a burden on her parents. And unfortunately, if her parents had passed away, then how uh, their brothers will behave with them? And if their brothers try to, we can say, help them, support them financially, then their wives will never let them do it. So
Wow.
their whole life will affect it. So I think the girls' education must be given, and we should educate our, we can say, parents, that they should not neglect this main duty which is imposed on them for the girl education. Thank you, please.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Mohammed. You really nailed it. I just thank you so much for this insightful response. Honestly, it's going to be number one in our priority: parents, government, even religion. Religion cannot stop, activities cannot stop girls' child from getting education, because when a girl is educated, that means a whole nation will be educated. Please, this is a clarion call to everyone. Please, let's continue to promote girls' child education. Is very, very important. Not just education, but qualitative, inclusive, equitable education. Let's continue to break this bias. Gender inequality, especially in the girls' child, should be educated, because in some countries, in some Africa, you see a child of 13 years being forced into marriage. What does she know? I mean, who does that? Time has come. The time has come for us to buckle up, stand out, and say girl child should be, I mean, not being educated, even early marriage should be abolished. Thank you so much for that insightful response from our speakers. Oh, panelists, doctors, professors, editor leaders, thank you so much. You this is a great going. Let's go back to our social media to go through this. Let's check on the response from our viewers across the globe. Thank you. This is our awesome session. Thank you, Ami, uh, the executive communicator Arab World. Thank you for your support and being here. You're part of us. Isaf, you're part of us. Very interesting session. Thank you. We do want to acknowledge Von Eric, the international speaker. Thank you so much. Uh, Hello, Dr. Prof. Dr. Humasha. That's from Eric. Thank you. So inspiring. Yeah, very insightful indeed. I totally agree with all of you. And the professor here, she said, yes, I agreed. You see what I'm talking about? Sabiha Rahman, very informative session. Thank you. Thank you all. I mean, yeah, from Oman. Thank you. Originally from Egypt. but residing in Oman. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, thank you. Very interesting. Yeah, Miss Mason Alice, wonderful answer, Professor Dr. Humasha. Thank you. Your response is so amazing. You're phenomenal. I've said it even before we started this. Thank you so much. And the way you are handling every response, every question is so amazing. We have Inga here from very nice from Georgia. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Thank you. You're part of us. And yeah, Global Secretary, Arab World, great session. Thank you all. Kedvan, I'm looking for questions. If you don't have questions, so that we could just wrap it up. Good luck, friends. Thank you. Uh, from Georgia, thank you, Tama. And many thanks. Yeah, many thanks for ideas and for sharing your experiences. Yeah, that's really awesome. Very well. Thank you. It has been an amazing responses. And thank you all, our wonderful viewers, for your support, because that's your support. We wouldn't have been here. Thank you for your motivation. Honestly, even your comment has really inspired us, apart from what the nuggets of wisdom is just coming up from our oh, distinguished panelists is awesome. So we cannot even get enough of their wisdom today, and time will not permit us, because if you leave them, if you should allow them, they can talk, they can continue to tomorrow. So thank you so much. We are going to a wonderful session. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have a lot of people commenting, but I think this is all I can take for now. Without further ado, we want to wrap it up. We are going to call upon the next panelist, uh, Ambassador Professor Faisal Fayaz. The stage and mic is all yours now. Could you please unmute yourself? So, okay, we are still on the on this issue, talking about the education. So, could you please share with us in your own perspective, what is the impact of educational technologies? Yes, we will be talking about education all this while, but we really want to know, what are your thoughts? What are the impacts, okay, of educational technologies? So the mic and stage is all yours now, sir. Inspire us with your wealth of knowledge.
Okay, I'm audible, ma'am.
Yeah, sure you are.
Okay, so if we see the impact of technologies, so obviously it's positive. Reason, if we talk about the formal education system and informal education system, these technologies basically introduced a lot of pedagogical approaches and the application through which we can enhance and we can involve our learners as well. So if we talk about the learning tools and teaching tools are something else that you are delivering your lectures and your expertise and something like. But when we talk about learning tools, so learning tools is basically the basic purpose is this: when you involve the other individual in such a way that he fully involved uh, while working on intelligence, pedagogical approaches, and his multi-sensory stimulation become totally in working order or in processing order, so that the person fully come to know that what is this and how to resolve this thing, how to solve this thing. So in this way, the involvement of student is very important. Involvement of learner is very important. So 100% literacy rate is in Finland. So till 14 years they do not teach formal education system to their young learners. They basically provide them activity based learning system, informal style learning system, in which student in playing order they learn something, they basically resolve their problems and they come to know how to deal, how to face these challenges, such like this thing. So my focus is on this, that we should work, we have to provide the environment in such a way that our young learners can get formal education system as well as informal education system as well, and the latest pedagogical approaches and applications, they also basically help us in such a way that our learner processing speed and their brain processing speed becomes so much good that they basically, due to involvement, they can get some better outcome in the future as well. As I have already told you this thing, that we are in digital era. This is one is artificial intelligence era. We are in Bloom's taxonomy. The higher level of thinking is the creation, while in earlier Bloom's taxonomy, the higher level of thinking was evaluation. But now Bloom's taxonomy has been revised, and the higher level of thinking is your creation, where you are merging, integrating, and collaborating, and in such a way you think something new for this world. And in this way, the product, the idea, the philosophy, the theme, anything, whatever, it's intangible or tangible, it's become so much productive for to make this world so much beautiful and a peaceful environment in the world. Here again, tolerance level, and we can basically, we can teach our students different etiquettes, social emotions, well-being, as well as their mental health can also be controlled and monitored as well through these digital application as well. That how this individual is treating and dealing to other one, and what is the basically in this way you can basically mathematically you can put a formula and you can check their progress and their basically further future oriented production as well. Again, it's a progressive learning, and each and everyone, the learning cannot be over. So it's still death, it's going ongoing process, and everyone is the basically always in this world. When it comes in this world, so everyone learns something through that, he or she is able to survive in this world, in family, in communities, in nations, in countries, in the regions, and in the territory. And environment is the best teacher. So these etiquettes, formal education system, all we learn through observation, by looking, by listening, speaking, teaching, whatever. So these are all multiple things which basically absorb in an individual, and in this way the person become a good one and good human as well. So it depends on the human. It, if you basically provide a positive environment to any individual, and then automatically that person will be in future will be productive, peaceful, and a positive person and human in the world as well. But on the other hand,
Wow.
if the environment is not good of that individual, for example, if we talk about Afghanistan or other territories in Africa, for example, the government's infrastructure is not stable, you can say. So there are different basically tribes, wars are there, something like. So due to these reasons, when the individual observe these things, then obviously their nature and their learning process become little bit negative. By nature,
Wow.
whenever a person come in this world, everyone is normal and neutral. But whatever the external influence, external environment that we basically see, or an individual basically get it, according to that, their reaction, the individual will provide the reaction according to that. If someone deal in a better way, so obviously the basically the individual will proceed according to that. So it's again some laws of nature are there. If you do good thing, then obviously you will get something better. So again,
Yeah.
there's a need to do something good, better, and peaceful, and you can say the positive thing, there is a need to spread. As you are doing sharing and caring through this, every territory educationist and basically the experts, They communicate to each other, they share their resources, they share their thoughts, their ideas, their philosophies, and in this way they become so much good, and we are again having some bonding, due to which reason each and everyone getting something, and they are some having positive influence on their personalities, even it's a shorter time or for longer time. It depends on the basically on the effect and taking the influence in which way you are taking it. But again, if you make it a continuing process and for a longer time, then obviously everyone will get positive thing, positive energy, and the world becomes so much peaceful. Reason, it's a very important thing that teacher who develop or build the nations. So teachers are the basically main people who guide, who teach the young generation and communities. And when the communities again link up to each other, they become one nation. And obviously, in this way, when different nations become together and they are linked to each other, they have some spirit and they can resolve their problems as well. Humans
Wow, thank you,
and
thank you,
humans
thank
are
you,
based
thank you.
on different things. Uh,
Okay. Thank you so
okay,
much,
we have
Professor.
already.
If I leave you, we continue.
Oh,
Okay, before just hang in there, just hang in there first. Let's see the reactions before we conclude. We almost running out of time, but it is what it is. The topic are so amazing, and we can't just overlook some of them. Ahmed, excellent question, and Adli from Egypt. So great, my dear coordinator of Global Course Academy, Pakistan. Oh, best wishes for you to get a core of success, health, and happiness. Thank you so much, Adli Abdurrahman. Thank you so much. You see, Fatma Ibrahim, great talk, professor. We also have Marina Trashville from Georgia. She said, thank you. Very interesting. Yeah, honestly, very, very interesting. Okay, we are grateful to all of you. Yeah, they really did great. And sharing is caring. Yeah, when you share, do you care to share? When you're caring your nuggets of wisdom, your knowledge, that really shows that you care for humanity. Thank you all. Okay. Adela, thank you so much. Cooperation, yeah, definitely. Lika from Georgia, thank you. We are all one. It doesn't really matter. Continue saying what this the religion doesn't really matter. Our race, the continent doesn't really matter. What matter is what are we sharing, what knowledge we want to share positively to impact lives. One mission, that is one goal, one mission. That's what we are here in this platform to do. That is our core value here. Thank you so much. It is a fruitful session. Thank you so much. So I believe this is I'm going to stop here now. We are going to call it a day. It has been a very long day. Okay, I really want to appreciate all of you that has been so supportive. This topic that's so amazing. Girls' child should be educated. Parents, government sector, policymakers, the religion, the religions, and whatever you should everyone should join us in this movement to campaign about the girls' child. Girls' child really deserves quality, qualitative, equitable education because it's one of the fundamental human rights. We should not be encouraging underage girls' child to get married because she doesn't know from the difference from left to right. Okay, so thank you so much, all the distinguished speakers that have spoken so well from their hearts. That is what we are here in this platform to share, to learn as well, to relearn, unlearn. That we are continue to be learning every day. He who stops learning stops knowing. So join us every week for this blockbuster episode of sharing is Caring talk show. It's an interactive talk show for anyone. It's not just only for doctors or professors, but educators, students, anyone, as far as you have something to share. So the question is, do you really want to, do you have anything to share, or do you care to share anything? Do not hesitate to contact us, and this platform is open for everyone to share your nuggets of wisdom. So I really want to pass few announcements that we have for this week. Yeah, this week on 5th being Sunday, we still have another one coming up. It is an international competition, and the World Environment Day. We have participants all over the world, those that are from different continents that participated in this the World Environment Day contest. What is that all about? We are campaigning, promoting 24 Digit Skills is promoting SDGs, United Nations uh, global goals, that is sustainable development goals, especially SDG 4. But come on Sunday, being 5th of June, is the World Environment Day, where we're going to have our students, our young learners across the globe that are going to share their thoughts on the refuse. This is the 3R with the 3R concept: the recycle, reuse, and refuse. Okay. So join us on Sunday for another moment with these kids. They are the kids that are changing narratives in the world. We need to motivate and encourage them to continue this way. They are the future leaders. They are taking care of the planet. They are campaigning against air pollution, the plastics, and so many of them. All the United Goals agenda. We have a lot of targets, so we are promoting all of that. So if you're interested to be a speaker, please join us. Okay. Then next week we'll be having next week Monday on 11th we'll be having our no next week Wednesday is a Thriving Wednesday for our Arab World 24 Digi Skills in association or in collaboration with the 26 groups of Arab world. In other words, it's a voluntary Arab educational training. We initiated this to inspire, motivate educators. Those are incorporating a more innovative ways of cultivating critical thinking, sparking curiosity, empathy, in their classrooms using edutech tools and resources to maximize student learning. Honestly, to join this cohort of 2023 mean experts or MIE experts come 2023, we have a series of webinars that we want to walk the educators, those that are yet to join the global experts community of Microsoft Innovative Educator Experts, and even returning MIEs. So this platform is here to assist all of you to, engage critically in this when it comes to the self-nomination process. At the end of this series, yesterday was the day 2 of the webinar training series, and next week we shall continue every Wednesday for that. Then on Thursday, our Thriving Thursday Sharing is Caring talk show, and on Sunday, being 12th June, our eminent speakers from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I don't know why I'm finding it difficult to pronounce this. All I know is that Bosnian speakers, according to what our panelists shared with us here today, that time by Professor, yeah, if I can quote her correctly, that we should stop engaging more, focusing on the education. Okay, so what we need is soft skills. So in some schools and some teachers, they value a grades more than learning itself. And what we really want is soft skills, the skills that we equip these children, our future leaders, for the ahead of tomorrow, for digital skills today, future ready tomorrow. So it's going to be a webinar topic, valuing grades more than learning itself. Join us on Sunday for that from our Bosnian educators and friends. Then on Monday, being 13th of June, we also have 24 digit skills affiliated with so many countries, and we are using, we want to bridge the gap of digital divide, because language is never going to be a barrier towards in the teaching and learning process. Okay, so we have initiated multilingual webinars and events. So it's going to be interpreted in Georgian language and English as well, to carry everyone along. So next week, Saturday, on 11th, it's going to be a webinar organized by 24 Digit Skills Georgian executive team. Topic is a cyber bullying. It's very, very thought-provoking topic. I believe that you're going to join that. I wouldn't want you to miss any of these interesting webinars and talk shows. So I think that's all that I would like to say for now. Okay, before we wrap it up, let's go over to the comment section to see if there's any reaction. Oh, very interesting. I think thank you so much for all of you that have the feedback form has already been pasted on the comments chat box. Could you please fill that? Do not share it with anyone that didn't participate in today's event. Yeah, of course, I totally concur with you. It is a fruitful event. Yeah. Share this session of our groups of teachers of English all over Egypt. Thank you. Thank you, Fatima. You're doing a great job. That is what it's supposed to be, because the topic is very, very interesting. Or whatever that's been shared here today, that they share it with from their heart. That is, thank you so much. You're doing a great job. And we have Karim. Karim, thank you so much, the speakers and all the participants of this webinar. Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. Many thanks there. Thank you. Thank you too, my friend. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So Rasmo, thank you so much. Okay. Excellent section. Namaste, India. Thank you so much. We have Mahat from from Egypt. Regarding using technology in education, could you tell us about the prominent online platform that can teachers design to incorporate technology into teaching, and how can we motivate old teachers to use them easily? Okay, that's the only question here. I'm going to get back to that. Wonderful. Okay. And Isaiah from Ghana, she said, absolutely true, definitely. Good evening. Yeah, it is pronounced Herzegovina. Oh, thank you so much, Herzegovina. I don't know. I don't. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Congratulations. Yes. Yes, the kids today are SDG conscious. We have to help them ensure climate change initiatives and budgets committed to it really happen. Well done. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Awesome presentation. It is pronounced Herzegovina. Thank you, thank you. I've gotten it right. Herzegovina, thank you so much. It's a former Yugoslavia. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Together, we can really achieve more. Yes, that's my favorite slogan. So I'll come into the question. Someone asked a question here as regards to the, Madhat from Egypt. He said, regarding using technology in education, could you tell us about the prominent online platforms that can teachers designed to incorporate technology into teaching, and how can we motivate old teachers to use them easily? Yeah, that is really awesome. Before I proceed, That is why we are here in this platform to motivate and upskill teachers in using the edutech tools in and outside their classroom. 24 Digi Skills bridge the gap of digital divide by integrating the 21st century learning skills. So when it comes to other platforms, we have international platform, registered platform, a renowned platform, renowned platforms that can really equip teachers and the old, both newbies and old ones. Let me start with the Microsoft. Microsoft in education has moved from MEC, Microsoft Education Center, to Microsoft Learn Educator Center. That is the new site now. It's being built in such a way that you will have, there's a lot of resources that depending in different areas of your field, okay? There's a lot of resources, there's modules, courses that we equip teachers, both new teachers and old ones, even students as well. Any As far as you're in the teaching and learning process, there's a lot of courses that we equip teachers on how to integrate edutech tools in and outside the classrooms. Then we also have amazing educational technologies, the tools that can really maximize and engage student learning outcome, such as we have Wakelet, is a digital portfolio, is a digital that is a storytelling app that can both students, anyone from kindergarten to the professional development level. So you can, there's a lot of tools. We have Bunsy, we have Kahoot, we have Nearpod, we have Flipgrid, social learning platform. There's a lot of platforms that can really teachers can use to inculcate, learning and drive learning and making it accessible to their diverse learners. We have a whole lot of them. If I start mentioning them, there are a whole lot of them. But this is one that just that just gotten into my head now. When it comes to the Microsoft, only Microsoft tools, there are a lot of productivity tools that a teacher can use to enhance teaching and learning, and for students to inculcate students these basic skills during the teaching and learning process. It is very, very vital. It's crucial at time like this that we should start exploring all these skills, all these edutech tools that are very, very important. So apart from that, there's other resources apart from Microsoft and all these ones that are affiliated or embedded into Microsoft Teams or Microsoft partners and all that. There's some other, like Google. When you use a Google as well, there's a important tools that you can that yes, both you can use it there. You can use all these tools synchronously and as asynchronously for summative assessments and so many of them. Honestly, we have a lot of them, quizzes. Oh God. Please, I think let me call upon uh, uh, Ambassador Faisal to say one or two things as regards to this. But left for me, there's a lot of resources, there's a lot of tools that we enhance, maximize student learning outcome, especially at a time like this. When it comes to gamification, we have Minecraft in education edition, we have Kahoot, we have so many of if you're good in that, at least this will really help to foster the learning, and it will make it more fun and interesting, more invigorating. The students of these days, they don't even like the old method, traditional method that we used to teach them. Now is student centered. They can learn at their own pace. And gamification, programming, code.org, there's a lot of them. Is there's so many of them. It's one that just get into my head. So there's a lot of, and to encourage educators. See, let me tell you, there's what we call the self-taught. Okay, professional development. We as teachers, we should try to be, exploring new skills, developing new skills, because in turn you're going to pass the skills back to your diverse learners. So as we are doing that, we are bridging the gap. And the teachers, you even share the little knowledge that you have with others, encourage them, motivate them to be using these tools. So that is why this platform is, we are using it to, to this platform to walk the educators, newbies, walk them through on how they will incorporate Microsoft tools, not just Microsoft tools, but educational technology that will enhances and engages and yeah, student learning outcome. So it's not only Microsoft tools, but we have any tools that will engage students, and at the end of the day, their learning outcome will be rated high, to be on a higher scale. So that's what really matters. And please, it's very, very important to encourage the newbies. As saying goes, experience is the best teachers. We've been in this profession, and we have to encourage others to learn how to use these tools. That's why 24 Digital Skills is here to walk educators through these edutech tools and resources that will maximize student learning outcome. So let me stop here. I would like to call upon uh, Ambassador Faisal to say one or two things before we draw the curtain to an end. Because of the question, I believe that you've the question that I've just asked now, I mean, responded. I believe that is okay, that I've cleared you, but Faisal will say, Ambassador Faisal will say one or two things. And what's important, we need to inspire and motivate one another. We are in this platform to learn with and from each other. Nobody knows it all. I've learned a lot today as well. So I have a lot of takeaway I'm going home with. So I think there's no any other question. Okay, there's no any other question.
And
Fantastic
I am
products you
audible.
made. You made a good point. Yeah, fantastic products. You made a good point. Thank you, Kahoot. Yeah, Kahoot. Microsoft. I said that there's a lot of them because of what he said. I think you see the question. Could you please respond to that?
Okay, thank you very much, Memuchi. You have already elaborated in a better way and best way. So quizzes.com and padlet.com, poplet.com, these are the three good, you can say, tools and application where we can involve our students. And Microsoft Learning Platform, you have already told, and Nearpod, it's also good tool to engage students. But quizzes.com, in it's already every kinds of subject questions are available. You can involve, you can assign them quiz, home based assignments. In a game mode, you can, playing game mode, you can assign them question and quizzes and test as well. So quizzes.com is a very good as well to engage students with synchronous and asynchronous teaching strategies according to that. So there are many tools and technologies are available, but there is need to limitize that according to requirement. You just use that tool. Reason is
Yeah,
this: if you focus on the knowledge and to improve your knowledge, so quizzes.com and the reading, listening, these are the main things. But if you are using any tool and technology for just getting an experience, it's also good, but it's for not a young learners. It's for those
okay.
who are expert, who are basically enhancing their research R&D they are doing. So this thing is good for the adult learners, but for young
Yeah,
learners or the basic learners, quizzes.com, Padlet, Microsoft Platform, these are very good tools to engage your students. And in this way, you can basically, through Skype, you can teach, Zoom platform, in this way, you can use, you can give something. Padlet.com, it's an online notice board where you assign, you can get the comments of your students. Poplet.com, where you put some diagrams, and in this way you can explain to your students. So these are different tools that has been designed by covering some pedagogical approaches, and that's involved your students in just a way that they automatically learn something. So most of them you have already explained. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Believe we've already overstayed our welcome today, but it is what it is. Before we call it a day, okay. Thank you. You're back. You are back with us. We would like to say one or two things as a pattern shot before we call it a day. Since you've rejoined us, could you please tell us one or two things? We want to hear your pattern shots before we call it a day. It has been amazing. Honestly, I'm so super excited. I've never been on screen like this. I can continue on and on and on. So please tell us your pattern shot before we call it. Others have already gone. So sorry. Just say one or two things before we call it a day. Your pattern shots. Final words to the viewers. Those are still
Thank you.
remaining. Yeah.
And it's been really embarrassing that my internet, I usually lost my internet on and off, but I really try my level best to come again and again. So it
Okay.
was completely a blockbuster, I would say. I really enjoyed a lot, and it's being my second time being a representer over here, and a huge, massive follower as well. So I would like to say, to motivate and encourage the students, especially, to please join the programs, sessions, and different international platforms to recognize yourself, to determine the purpose of your soul, and to understand the basic perspective of your life, which is basically
Yeah.
very short but very determined. So thank you so very much, all of you, for listening me very
Okay.
patiently, and thank you
Okay.
so much for giving me the chance. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You've already said it all, and just like I've said earlier on, please let's continue to learn with and from each other. I've really learned a lot today. So we are here in this platform to truly rediscover a true version of ourselves, to reshaping our thinking, our mindset. Okay, so by so doing, I think once we discover the real version of ourselves, we're going to be more productive, and the end result is going to be wow. So let's keep up the good work we are doing, the commendable job we are doing effortlessly. No teachers, what we are doing, we are building the nation, we are transformers, we are pace sellers, we are change makers, we are everything. So without teachers, there will be no doctors, there will be no nurse, there will be no engineer, there will be no a whole lot. No matter the challenges you're facing now, it's not going to stop you. Please, I'm admonishing you to try to show your students the very the very best way for them to kick their very short. Show them just a little push. That's what they need. And make sure that you monitor, encourage, and inspire them, especially to know when they are emotionally down, and make sure that you do check their emotional well, I mean health wise. Yeah, the emotions is very important. Okay, their health, yeah, is very important. Thank you so much. I think I've said a lot. Faisal, you've said something. Are you saying anything, or should we just say bye bye? I'm so happy today. I've been on
Thank you very
screen
much,
just like
ma'am.
never before. Okay.
Thank you very much to motivate us as well. Thank you very much. And thank you
All
for
right.
encouragement as well.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, especially the
Thank you.
Pakistan who comes up today to represent Pakistan. And thank you, dear Uchi, to giving the chance and opportunity to represent our country. Thank you.
Yeah, honestly, I used to say that I don't really care. I don't give a damn where you're from. It doesn't really matter. What matters is what we are here to learn from one another. Your religion doesn't really matter. Okay, what I want to know or learn from you is the what you have up here, the knowledge that you got to share with people, and it's going to impact life positively. That's what really matters. In this platform, we have one goal, one mission, and together we can achieve more. Thank you so much, those that join us for today for another blockbuster episode of Sharing is Caring. Do you really have anything to share with us? Do not hesitate to call upon us, okay, to notify us, and you will be granted the opportunity to be on this platform to share your heart out on your achievement, on your professional expertise, on your yes SDG actions, the way you're integrating edutech tools and resources in and outside your classroom. Do you have a better things to share with us? This platform is open, wide open. The windows of collaboration and opportunity is open for everyone, regardless where you are. Okay, so we are one. Thank you so much, and do have today's Thursday. Wonderful week ahead. Don't forget to join us on 5th June, which is global. I mean, this is going to be a World Environment Day. Everyone, we have to continue to encourage our future generation. They are going to inspire us. Students, that speakers are going to inspire us on how to using our concept, our 3R concept: recycle, reuse, and refuse. How they can reuse the the garbages, especially the plastic. In fact, this contest has been an amazing. People, students from all over the world, across the continent, they participated. But well, we must have winners for it. So on 5th, they are going to share, and the winners will be announced as well. Thank you so much, and do have the best day ever. And do what I wouldn't do. Take care. Bye. Uche is signing out for now. Peace out.